Alright guys, welcome back to our review of WWE Monday Night Raw for June 18th, 2012. And I'm really not sure what I thought about this show. There was some complete insanity on here.
Yeah, Cyndi Lauper and Hot Rod, insane combination.
I don't know what that was, but that was
Element of madness for sure.
Completely crazy. I was disappointed though with the ending and the whole Cena Laurinaitis thing. It's like they're just trying to kill the guy dead.
Yeah.
So
I got to give him credit tonight though for coming across as just like an awesome heel though.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my god.
Like just the amount of hate that he can get out of people is just it's impressive, I think.
And they had a great crowd tonight.
They did, man. Really energetic. Like I think the best since probably Miami.
Yeah. This crowd was
Long Island, New York, I guess. Some crazy New Yorkers, I guess, getting down.
Yeah, and still no Zack Ryder.
Yeah, that's true. Although they did have Foley.
Yeah, they did have Foley. So I guess we'll start with that. Foley comes out, says the board is reaching out to old general managers while they look for a replacement. So I guess we can expect Steve Austin when he was doing the sheriff gimmick.
Yeah.
And I don't really know. I'm trying to think who else has been a general manager, but I do know that I'm pretty sure Ric Flair's coming to WWE, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Flair out there in a general manager role, at least for 1 week of Raw and SmackDown. Probably.
Why the heck not?
Blading. Yeah. Like whenever he makes a match, he just blades. But
like instant blood.
So yeah, Foley's going to be on Raw and SmackDown. I thought it was cool, although he didn't really do much or anything.
Did he have sweatpants on tonight? I was trying to.
Oh man,
I don't know if he had sweatpants on.
God, I didn't.
Because he had like a business suit on top.
Yeah, maybe the top was just business.
I guess.
But he calls Laurinaitis out. Laurinaitis was getting booed all night.
Really bad.
He says that he made a match for Big Show, Otunga, and himself versus Cena before he got fired. And he tells Mick, have a nice day, and he goes to leave. Sheamus comes out, CM Punk comes out, and they all kind of like laugh at him a little bit.
Yeah. I thought it was a good intro by Laurinaitis, you know.
Yeah.
Like, really got the crowd into it, you know.
Telling him not to talk and be quiet.
Ended up calling a bunch of losers later on.
Yeah, so we get the first match, which was Punk and Sheamus versus Kane and Daniel Bryan, and I thought it was a pretty good opening match. Actually lasted a really long time.
Yeah.
But then
AJ makes like the most bizarre appearance, man. It's just so I don't know. I don't even know what to say about that.
No,
it's kind of disturbing, actually.
I couldn't believe it. She comes out dressed as Kane. It kind of looked like Harley Quinn from the Batman series to me, and she just skips around the ring.
Yeah. And Kane's just like
Kane's distracted and
stupid look that he does.
Yeah, and, so he doesn't make the tag to Daniel Bryan, so Daniel Bryan gets hit with a GTS and a brogue kick, and
D. Bryan looked really bad right there at the end. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it was just.
I don't like it, but.
I mean, it was okay. The match itself was good, but this AJ stuff, like, where the hell are they going with this? I mean, I still believe that what I take from it is she's helping Punk win matches by distracting Kane and keeping him distracted. But that still leaves Daniel Bryan in there, and it just doesn't make any sense. It's
just weird, man. I just hate the fact that I think D. Bryan are just kind of shoving like down to mid-card status right now. Like, I kind of legitimately thought maybe he had a chance to seriously be a competitor again, like in the in the championship picture. But
yeah, well, I have to say the fans here were actually pretty strong with the yes chants.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they were like last night and tonight, hardcore D. Bryan like yes chants.
Yeah, and I can't give up hope yet. I think he's.
I don't want to give up hope, but I really wish they would give him a push, but it just.
Yeah, you got a bad feeling about it, where it's going, but.
I kind of figured CM Punk would have to win on the pay-per-view.
Yeah, so. Right now, Punk needs somebody to feud with, and hopefully they do something, get rid of this Kane angle, and then it will go back to Bryan and Punk.
Yeah, they do have good matches one-on-one, you know?
Oh, yeah, they're amazing, so.
Yeah.
Backstage, we see Dolph and Swagger. They're arguing. Vicky says she's going to make a decision tonight who she stays with a match. Then we see Laurinaitis tells Big Show he wants him to knock Cena out, and then he's going to pin him. And Big Show's angry. He's acting really strange. Then we get Ziggler versus Swagger. This was a decent match. I guess they're finally trying to
Give Dolph like a push, I guess.
Yeah, give him the push, and he was pretty over at the pay-per-view. He was.
Yeah, he had a good match, and he definitely looked pretty good, I thought.
Yeah, and when they were doing this backstage segment with Vicky, the fans were actually chanting, "We want Ziggler."
Yeah, and he had a pretty good pop, actually, when it came out.
Yeah, so I thought that was good.
Yeah, I kind of thought Swagger was going to win the match, but turns out, and I kind of thought Dolph was just going to go out on his own, do his own thing.
Yeah.
But
that's what I was thinking, too. I was thinking
doesn't look good for Swagger right now, man. Like, I don't know what's going to happen with him, but yeah. I hope like Ziggler gets a push.
I mean, I figured Swagger stays with Vicky, they stay heel, and then Ziggler gets a push, possibly as a face, but either way, at least they're doing something with him, and that's more than they were doing a month ago. So
that is a good point.
It is good, and in the match, he sells a knee injury. He's so good at selling. I at first thought he actually hurt his knee.
Yeah.
But then Swagger was working over the knee, so I figured, okay, they're going to make him lose by like a injury, but no, he hit the zigzag and won, so...
He's one of the best at taking like bumps, man, and make him just look totally legit.
Yeah, he's great. So they do the Raw memory for the 1000th episode, and this one was Vince in the hospital.
Yeah,
that is a great.
Dude, that was a classic moment right there. One of the best.
Yeah, that was
Sacco,
cool to see.
Hold on, yards.
Yeah, the bedpan.
Yeah.
Then Paul Heyman comes out. He gets a strong ECW chance, of course. And he says that Lesnar's not going to drop the lawsuit. He's not dropping his. He's not going to fight Triple H at SummerSlam. And Triple H comes out. He calls Heyman a liar. Says that Lesnar's going to fight him because he can make him a star. And he shows this picture of Lesnar on SummerSlam or something.
He's just like...
this was pretty crazy, too. This
is ridiculous looking.
Triple H says he's... going to be considered afraid of him if he doesn't fight, and Heyman knows he's just trying to, get Lesnar pissed off, and he says, "Stop playing wrestler. You're not the king of anything."
It's like sitting in your ivory tower.
Yeah, where everybody waits on you.
Right.
And I thought that was good.
It was good. Accurate, too.
Yeah. And he tells him that he's got something for Stephanie because he's trying to get Triple H to hit him.
Yeah.
And Triple H chokes him, and... Yeah.
He's like, "You're choking me.
You're choking me. Yeah. I can't breathe." And it was pretty good. And then Paul Heyman, Triple H backs off, and Heyman's like, "I know exactly what you're gonna do. I'm smarter than you." And then Triple H hits him anyway. So
yeah.
I mean,
then he just like looked up at him when he was
he's
like on the ground.
Dead fish look.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess if they're going to, since they did this, they're gonna have to do another lawsuit angle.
Yeah. There's just so much time, basically 2 months until SummerSlam, so they're just going to, I guess, start off really slow and then work their way up, and I guess minimize, hopefully, Brock Lesnar's mic time.
Yes. Hopefully. Use Heyman. If you have him, use him.
I would say it would be cool to have them both out there at the same time, and but maybe have Heyman direct everything.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
I mean, it's very much like Triple H Undertaker, where he keeps asking him for the match, and Triple H says, "No, I got to do this." It's the same thing. Triple H is asking for the match, and Lesnar's
going to be a slow build up.
Yeah. Then we had Del Rio versus Santino. Surprisingly, Santino got offense in this match.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of offense. Like, before, Del Rio would go out there and just destroy the guy, but here he was actually... had some offense, but Del Rio wins with the arm bar, and then Ricardo injures Santino's arm after. So
I thought Del Rio looked pretty strong with this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's Santino, but he's a good guy to get heat off of because the fans do love Santino.
Right.
So
it's cool.
Yeah. Then we get, oh my god, this part here. We get the Cyndi Lauper video package.
Oh god, yeah.
And then
this is like a bad acid trip. This part.
This was so bizarre. So Layla's in the ring. She introduces Wendy Richter and Cyndi Lauper, and Cole says, "Let me apologize for what you're watching." This segment was made so much better.
Cole is genius though with his put downs at moments like these. I love him when he does that.
Yeah, he just called everything out. Like normally you would say, "Oh, they're gonna hide it so it doesn't."
I mean, he's supposed to
look bad.
put it over, you know. I mean, obviously to some degree. So
yeah, they don't want you to think you're watching something bad. Cole just called everything out, and
I think awesome. He just can't help but voice his disdain sometimes. It's just how ridiculous it gets.
Yeah, it was good. Heath Slater comes out. He sings a horrible song. Cyndi says it sounds like her cat dying, and Cole says, "Shut up, Cyndi."
Dude, he like laid the hammer down on Cyndi Lauper tonight.
I thought Lawler was getting like legit pissed at Cole because he was saying, "Cole, shut up before I punch you in the mouth." Like, I think he was thinking Cole was being really disrespectful, which he was.
Oh, he's being totally disrespectful right there.
And it was kind of sad, but I mean, it's not like Cyndi Lauper is going to watch this and hear everything.
She looked pretty good for being like 58, like a little bit dazed and confused.
Yeah. But, I thought Cyndi was much better than Wendy Richter.
I still don't even know who that is. Like, I didn't even know the difference between the two at first. Like,
she was like one of the, I guess, original divas.
Oh god,
like a female wrestler back in the 80s.
Okay.
But yeah, so here's one thing I wanted to mention. We were just watching this, and I looked at you, and I think it was maybe the flannel on Cyndi Lauper's shirt or something, but I said, I have a feeling Roddy Piper is going to come out here.
Dude, that was so bizarre. Literally, like, 30 seconds later,
I heard the music, and I was like, holy shit, this
that was
crazy.
Weird, man.
But yeah, Piper comes out. He messes up Wendy Richter's name, which Cole calls him out.
It's like a Raptors.
Yeah, and he gives Cyndi a gold record from him, WWE, Captain Lou Albano.
Yeah.
Slater sings again. Piper pokes him in the eyes, and Cyndi Lauper breaks the gold record over his head.
She actually cuts him open just a little bit if you look closely.
Yeah. Piper says medic.
Yeah, and he kind of like looked down at him for a second and just kind of like inspecting it.
I mean, it's probably, I mean, of course it is. The gold record was gimmicked, like, to be fake. But I guess maybe one of the edges.
I mean, you never know. There's like a bunch of little like pieces of something flying around.
And plus, the person hitting him wasn't like a, you know, like a professional.
She wasn't like Necro Butcher swinging something at somebody's face.
Yeah, and then Cole says, "This has been a horrible segment, one of the worst in our 1,000 episodes of Raw." And I was just like,
somebody keeps it real, at least. King completely buys into their BS. Cole does like regulate.
Well, King's doing his job.
He does, man. I mean, King just like says whatever they want him to say.
Cole's the one who's not doing his job.
I like it.
So yeah, this was good, and I have to say, like, them bringing these people back has been pretty awesome so far with Vader and everything, and I'm look forward to more of this.
And I heard Vader's supposed to hopefully make more appearances in the near future.
Yes.
Which would be awesome.
And that is great news. So then we have AW introducing his new tag team, Darren Young and Titus O'Neil. They have a match with Primo and Epico. They're kind of getting the better of Young and O'Neil, so AW takes his guys because they're already #1 contenders, and they just lose by count out.
I like AW's sleek headphone thing, whatever it is.
Yes.
It's pretty awesome. It seems just like some guru, like life coach or something.
Yeah, you said he looked like a motivational
like a motivational speaker. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, they're finally pulling the trigger on this AW thing.
Yeah,
so.
We'll see what happens with that.
Yeah.
They might have potential.
Then they announced Jericho returning next week. I hope
as Fozzy.
Is that what
I'm pretty sure, dude. I mean, they showed like some previous performance. It was horrible, too.
Well, I don't care about that at all.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were on Raw like way back in the day performing, and I wouldn't blow my mind if they were on again next week.
I do remember them being on there before, but
I think they're promoting some new tour or whatever. So
yeah, probably. So Laurinaitis comes out, says Cena cheated. He calls the fans losers.
Like everybody at home losers. Everybody in the arena.
He says the next time you see me is going to be when I'm going in the Hall of Fame.
Dude,
oh my god!
I love this last part by Laurinaitis though.
Everything he did was so great. He had the arm sleeve, the neck brace, this like cape jacket draped over him. I mean, everything was so good.
It is just so like insincere and just such a cheeseball about everything. Yeah. But just such a douche at the same time.
I honestly think he's been this great, like, not trying.
Yeah, it really is just kind of like his natural disposition, I think, to act like that.
It was great. So Big Show comes out, says it took 6 guys to beat him last night. He has this ironclad contract he keeps bringing up. He's got the big fat bonus, so he really has no reason to wrestle tonight, and he leaves Laurinaitis to fend for himself, just Laurinaitis and Otunga versus Cena. The entire match, Laurinaitis refuses to get tagged in.
Just kept like backing down, like down the stairs.
And
great heel move.
Otunga actually got some offense in. Cena's laid out, so Laurinaitis wants in now. He takes the brace off and the sleeve, and he gets in there.
Totally playing possum.
He puts the boots to Cena, and then he goes to tag Otunga, and Otunga leaves, I guess, because Laurinaitis is no longer there. They have no reason to do what he says. So Cena gets up, hits the
crazy
attitude adjustment 3 times, and makes Laurinaitis tap to the STF, and that was Raw.
Dude, that is a lot of bumps, like I said like earlier, from that aged of a person, like over the course of 2 days, like between going through the tables and everything.
I think he's in his 40s, but it's not like he's an active wrestler.
Yeah, I know. I mean, he's not used to like taking these kind of bumps, like in concession like that. Is that a word?
But I don't know. He actually looked really good here, I thought, just because of the heel work on the mic. And, I mean, WWE, you cannot believe for a second, they're going to take their biggest heel off of television. Yeah. He's coming back, preferably sooner than later, in my opinion, because I do like Laurinaitis. And
Succession. That's what I meant.
Yeah, that's it. But, yeah, that was it, really. I thought it was an okay show. Some of the stuff you would think would be horrible, like Cyndi Lauper, for some reason it was just so bizarre. It was entertaining.
It was horrible, but yeah, it was entertaining at the same time.
Yeah,
like, I thought the pay-per-view was lackluster. A couple decent parts, I guess, here and there.
Yeah.
Today, I don't know. It was all right. It was nothing really to get too excited about, but
yeah,
a couple decent spots, I think, with Laurinaitis especially.
I'm looking forward to SmackDown. I guess they're going to do something with Eve because she hasn't been on the show in a while, so that'll probably take place on SmackDown with what happens to her, and Foley probably goofing around with Teddy Long. But yeah, I thought overall decent show tonight. And yeah, guys, that's it. So hope you like this review of Monday Night Raw. Leave your thoughts on it in the comments below. And thanks for watching. Bye.